do you think the character of Jin Wang is racist? How does he compare to his classmates when it comes to the racist attitudes? Is he better or worse? And explain.
I don't think he's like necessarily like racist, but I feel like he kind of just like doesn't want to stand out. Cause like on page 37, he tells Wei Chen to speak English because he's, I don't know. So I just think that he doesn't want to like fit the stereotype. And then like then on page 191, he said, Wei Chen and him aren't anything alike, even though they're like the same. But I just feel like he like acts like he doesn't like the race he is, but I don't think he's necessarily like racist.
Can you be racist against your own race?
Yeah, that's what I said. I said that he was
Can you?
racist against
Yeah, that's
himself.
I think instead of being racist against your own race, I think you could be like embarrassed about it.
Yeah.
That's what I said. I just said, I think he's just embarrassed about his race, and you can kind of like tell this when he's like the people are snickering and like the teachers just make generalizations. I mean, I would be embarrassed if people were doing that to someone of my race.
Yeah, on page 36, panel 3, he did seem embarrassed because he's like, said he wanted to beat up the kid as soon as he saw him, like, in school. And then the kid later came up to him, Wei Chen, or whatever, and it was like, hey, can we be friends? And then Jin's all like, I have plenty of friends, they're all over there. And he just, like, didn't want to, like, associate with them.
We need to get more.
Yeah, I think that Jin Wang sees the stereotypes and he's embarrassed, like Lauren said. So I think that's why he turned into like Danny on page 91.
I think he almost like is racist in a sense, even though like it's against his own race, which makes it kind of confusing. But I think it's almost like he feels superior in a way, and like against like the people who are new, like Wei Chen is like an immigrant, and so he was like, oh, stop being so Asian, because he felt so Americanized and felt so much that he was like not Asian anymore, that he was white, like so much so that at the end he turned into Danny. So I feel like he like felt this whole time that he was white in a sense. So like that's why he was like hated almost the race that he was.
I said that I didn't think that Jin was racist, but I think that his actions were worse than his like peers, because at first when he met the new kid, what's his name? Yeah, him. He like when he first started talking to him on page 38, like Jin was like don't worry about it. Like I mean like he was like don't talk to me or whatever. And then like he was so ashamed of who he was that he became like the American boy on page 196. That like so I think that he's not racist, but I think like that you should be like proud of where you come from and like it's good to stand out.
Yeah, I agree with you, Gabby. I don't know, like I can refer to this because I'm Mexican and like I've been looked down before, and I don't know, I just like when people say something like that or say something racist, I like to stand up for myself and just be like, no, like this does not make sense. Like you should make your research or do something before you actually mention something. So I don't know, I feel like this relates a lot to the story, and I think that Jin is actually racist towards his race because he doesn't want to stand out or like protect what he is, or just like stand out and say like, okay, yeah, I don't know, I'm Asian, I'm Mexican, I'm Indian, I'm whatever, right? I don't know, I feel like everyone should just say what they are and like be proud of it.
Well, you have to remember that there's only like 2 other Asian kids at their school, right? I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
So like I can understand like where he's coming from, where like he gets like picked on and stuff. But yeah, I agree that he shouldn't be like hating on himself.
I don't feel like he's racist to his own race. I just feel like he's tired of getting like picked on.
I feel like if he is like saying this to other people, then he's just enabling people to like refer to these stereotypes even more.
I don't think he's racist because like he doesn't have like racial prejudices against like the things he's changing. Like when he changes his lunches on page 34, he doesn't have like a prejudice to like hate like noodles and whatever he was eating, but he's just like doesn't want to be made fun of for that.
Yeah, I agree. I don't think Jin's racist. I think he's just so focused on fitting in and being American that it causes him to say mean things to like Wei Chen, like how on page 89 he called him like an FOB.
Yeah, going off that, I don't think
that Jin is racist. Like you said, I think he's just trying to fit in, and like all the other kids like make fun of him and stereotype him. So I think he's just trying to like be like them. So he makes fun of his own race just to fit in.
Well, I'd kind of say that kind of makes him racist in a way, because, I mean, if you're just trying to fit in by making fun of other people, then that just makes you just as bad as the original people that started it.
Yeah, and I kind of like agree with Peyton, how she said it's like enabling other people to do it. Like, that's how, like, this kind of reminds me of like in Mean Girls, and like the teacher was like, don't call each other like sluts and whores. That only makes it okay for guys to call you sluts and whores. Like that's kind of the same thing. Like if you're making fun of your own race, you're kind of telling other people that it's okay for them to do it. So I feel like that's like not the right way to go around it if you're trying to like fit in.
Yeah, I'm almost surprised he didn't like give a helping hand to him, because when he was first new, I'm sure he would have loved someone to come up to him and like help him around the school and like be his friend. So I don't know.
That's just like the kids in the Iowa thing, how they like were quick to switch sides and discriminate against the other kids even though they knew what they went through.
I think that's kind of funny that how, like, in, like, throughout the book, like, we don't see, like, Jin, like, he isn't, like, friends with any of, like, the American boys, like, his two best friends are Asian, so, like, it kind of, like, shows, like, that, like, the people that you were trying to be, like, fit in with, they're not even your friends. And that was on page 89.
Is there anyone that hasn't done yet?
Do you think it makes it like more or less okay that he's being racist against his own race than if like it were to be like one of his classmates to do it?
I feel like people accept it more and don't think such a big deal of it when he does it because it is his race, even though I think people should react the same way because you're treating people on the other end of it the same.
I think that makes it more sad because, like, he knows how it feels to, like, be treated like that, and then he's just going along with it.
I kind of agree with that. I think that it's almost worse because you should be standing up for his peers, I guess you could say. Because, I mean, he feels just as bad as they do. Why does he think that he needs to put them down and make himself feel better?
Yeah, I feel like he's just like provoking it. Like he should stand up and say, like he's proud of his race, but he is like promoting other people to make fun of him.
I agree, because that kind of just like encourages people to be more mean too.
I feel like he was just tired of getting picked on, so he picked on other people so he can make himself feel good.